What is up, awesome people? Right after the 35-day horde attack, Tommy and I, well, we were feeling pretty damn good. The fortifications had held strong, our cupboards overfloweth with food, and yucca juice rained down from the sky like nectar from the gods. We were masters of our domain, and anything we needed was within our reach. We knew most of our time going forward, though, was going to be spent gathering materials for ammunition. But that wasn't going to be much of an issue. The coal and nitrate we needed for gunpowder were both really easy to locate above ground, and there was big deposits of that underground as well. The lead we needed for bullet tips was easily gathered in large quantities while mining from the comforts of our own personal mine. But then, I made a grim discovery. Bullet casings require brass. Brass is not a mineable item. There are no copper or zinc deposits in the game, and this is a lootable only metal. And we were out. We thought we had an unlimited supply of bullets, but guess what? We were wrong. We had looted plenty of brass items over time, but not nearly enough to keep us fully stocked. I went and I broke the news to Tommy, and at first he did not seem fazed. But then soon I started to notice a change in his attitude. He was starting to act strangely, and spending more time over by the ammo crate. He'd never done that before. What was he doing? I'm not real sure.
243. So we got 389. If you want to split those.
Yeah, that works.
I'll take 194. You got 195. We're going to be fighting over bullets.
I don't think
that's
so.
That's where the fallout and the friendship's going to come out. And when there's only like 10 bullets left.
Well, how many do you have on you?
I have 356.
Oh, okay.
That's not going to last forever, though.
No.
How many do you have?
417 now.
Well, see, that's more than me.
Here, I'll give you some more.
See, you're already starting it. I see it. I see it's going to happen. You're going to start holding bullets back.
There you go. There's 95 more.
Where at?
Back in the crate.
You know,
how many did you say you have now?
356.
Okay, yeah, I have 322.
No, you have how many? Now I have 451.
322.
No, you don't. I don't want that many. You can have
5.
I see. I don't know if you're really being honest with me, is the thing. I feel like now that maybe you're lying.
No, that's really all I had.
You have 322.
Yep.
Okay, I have 339, and I'm going to put 112 in and split them. So now we're even. But if I do catch you lying, Tom, you may be evicted from the base.
I'm not streaming now, or I would hold it up for you to see.
You also said you had my back at one time.
I did. You didn't die.
Because I ran through the house.
I laughed the situation off, but it really was in the back of my mind. Could my friend of 15 years really be hiding ammo from me? Maybe I was just being paranoid.
Uh-oh.
What?
I see somebody at the bottom.
Who is it? there, you sucker.
This is Tommy Bruce's room.
Just where I sleep.
He sleeps down here. He's got his little table and his bed and his storage. Let's see, he's even got it locked. He won't let me get in here. What are you hiding in there, Tom? I know what you're hiding. You're hiding bullets again, Tom.
Then Tommy started to spend more and more time away from the base. And when he returned, I'd question him what he was doing, and he would always just be vague. He would tell me, well, I was out working on a plan to secure more ammunition. I decided to do a little investigative work, and I followed his tracks to a spot on a hill nearby the base. Up on that hill was a patch of dirt where someone had obviously been digging. Luckily, I'd brought my shovel, and I began digging into the ground, and not too long after, I discovered a box. And when I opened that box, inside was a stash of bullets and a piece of paper. Is this really how our post-apocalyptic friendship was going to end? Over brass and bullets? I'm not going to go down without a fight, Tommy Bruce. You may have buried Pandora's box, but I just dug it up. Get ready for hell. Hell's coming, Tommy Bruce, and he's got a name. It's Shady Wags. I began to make my way back to the base, ready to carry out an elaborate plan. Step 1, approach Tommy. Step 2, say something really cool like, I figured out your little secret plan, Tommy Bruce. Well, maybe something cooler than that. Step 3, shoot Tommy Bruce in the face. But then something hit me. No, it wasn't a zombie. I actually remembered something. At one point, while we were looting a town, I was breaking down some doors, and I remember I got some brass. Could this actually be an answer to all our problems? I ran back to the base as fast as I could to explain my plan to Tommy. We jumped on our mini bikes and we sped off into the desert towards an old apartment building we had scouted out the day prior. Was this really going to work?
Looks like there may be brass here.
There shit is on mine.
Yep, got it. Yeah! That's a good sign, because look. A lot of doors.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Oh, this is like a fancy apartment.
Well, we might get a lot of fancy stuff.
Bingo. We now had found a way to gather more brass. Doors with brass handles and brass lighting fixtures. We bashed down door after door after door until they were all gone, and then we headed back home, and after smelting all those door handles, it produced enough brass to make about 200 more bullet casings. Now, while I was crafting the bullet casings, the hamster wheel in my head began to turn. Sure, we could now drive from town to town bashing down doors whenever we needed bullets, but was there an even more efficient way? Radiators. Car radiators, when scrapped, yield brass. Quickly we grabbed some wrenches and we took off to the closest town. After a small altercation with the local residents, we began tearing down cars all around the town, and quickly we had collected over 20 radiators. And after scrapping those radiators and smelting down the brass, that surely was going to be enough to make hundreds of bullet casings. The ride back was a rewarding one. Disaster had been diverted. We now had found 2 ways we could continue to collect brass and keep stockpiling our ammunitions. And the most important thing, our friendship had survived, and I didn't have to murder Tommy after all. It was a good day. Hey, Tom. By the way, I found this box buried near our base. Do you know anything about that?